Hey there. Just starting out in the farm. I wanted to show you guys something, so I'm a little out of frame here. But I'm working on some mealworms that were harvested yesterday. So Ben was out here and he sifted all the frass out of them, separated them by sizes. So these are the mediums. These are the mealworms that will go out the door on Monday. And so what I need to do here is there is pupa and dead ones mixed in here. Okay, so part of the problem with mealworms whenever they're under stress, which in this case they were stressed out by being shaken by the vibration machine, being moved around, being poured, being touched. So they were stressed out, and that triggered some pupation, as you can see here. A lot of these are fresh because these guys will happen, they'll just pop up overnight. So Ben actually did this yesterday evening, and as you can see, there are already a whole bunch of pupa in here. The dead ones, it's just a byproduct. Unfortunately, I don't have a good way to separate the dead stuff right now, but I've got a little process here that I want to walk you guys through that helps me until I have the ability to have the machinery and all that fun stuff. So what I will do is these guys have been sitting, and as you can see, the larvae are moving around, right? And if you look in the corners here, for the most part, these corners are pretty clean. This guy, not so much. But all of this stuff has risen to the top. And so what I'll do is I'll start combing this basically, or brushing it, just with my fingers, just light, just kind of moving it. And where I do that, you can see all that activation now. So those mealworms are hearing, they're feeling me touch them, right? Move them around. And now they're moving, and what that'll do is that'll get some of that, if there's anything underneath there, like here's a beetle wing that popped up, allows me to kind of pull that in to the middle and get anything else to come up, right? So there's a little pupa, and I'm going to do that same thing over here, back of my hand. I'm just kind of combing, brushing gently, getting that stuff that's on the top. And as you can see, this corner now over here is clean. No pupa, no dead stuff. That's exactly what I want to go out the door, is no pupa, no dead stuff. Fun fact, pupa are actually more nutritious than the mealworms, but most people don't know that. And so when they see a pupa, they tend to get upset because one, they don't know what it is, and two, they ordered mealworms, not this weird looking alien thing. So once I get the stuff to the middle here, I'm just going to take a handful and start pulling them out. And depending on how much is in here, as I get towards the middle, again, I'm just kind of combing. And as I see them, I'm going to grab. And what you'll notice, or what you might have noticed, is that as I grab, I'm not grabbing an individual, right? There's one or two dead ones in there, but I'm grabbing a handful. Well, a fingerful? Bunch of fingers full? That's just from an efficiency perspective. If I were to sit here and pick each one of these out by hand one at a time, that would be an immense waste of time, and I would be out of business pretty quickly because I would not get anything else done. So now I'm just kind of going through, and I'll do another kind of comb there just to kind of stress them out in the middle a little bit, get their attention. It also feels kind of good, so it's kind of cathartic. Or cathartic, as Michael Scott would say. And so I am satisfied with how this bin looks now. So this tray is pretty clean, right? There's a random one here. But this tray is now done. And what I was able to pull out, so there's the dead ones in the pupa. This does have the larva in it. But what I'll do with this, I've got some more here from a couple other trays I already did. This will now go to a pupation bin. And so these larvae that are in here will grow to the size they need to be, or start pupating right away if they're already big enough, and continue the colony. They'll hatch as beetles. I've got a bunch of videos on the process that I do, but the beetles will then lay eggs and start the whole thing over again. So that's a good, quick, easy way for me to be able to get this cleaned up. Where this started was everything was mixed in together, right? Because all this stuff gets shaken up together, vibrated together, and then sifted together. And so all that stuff is all mixed in. Overnight, it all moves up to the top just by way of them moving, right? See how they're moving there? That stuff, the stuff that doesn't move rises to the top, and then I'm able to kind of comb it in like I did there. So hopefully that helped. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and we'll answer each and every one. And I hope you have a great day. Thank you.